I was interested about how things break as well. Start with password manager, which are in rush or are very emotional. Human is the weakest point. That is where attackers always target. We cannot trust. Don't trust the network.
Welcome to Cybersecurity Uncovered, where we dive deep into the ever-changing world of digital security. I'm Deirdre Veerasekara, and today we'll be exploring the modern threat landscapes and the emerging risks that change the way we look at cybersecurity. Joining me today is Isuru Sandakelum Vilarachige, a cybersecurity expert with experience in offensive security and information security. He currently works at IFS R&D International Private Limited and has previously held roles at QA Limited, Delta Spike, Trustvault, and Pearson. Isuru holds a MSc in Cybersecurity with Advanced Practices and a Bachelor of Engineering in Computer Networks and Network Security from Staffordshire University. Today, we'll be exploring everything from AI-driven cyber threats to practical protection strategies that everyone needs to know about. Before we dive in, what exactly drew you to this cybersecurity field, and what within this field keeps you most passionate?
Yeah. First of all, I can remember when I was like 13, 14, I started my journey with making circuits. Then I moved, then when I grow, my interest also grew with that. Then I was always passionate about how things works, how system works. Then, and also I was interested about how things break as well. Then I learned how internet work, and that keep me drive on this journey. And also there are lots of layers in the internet which are hidden behind our eyes. So cybersecurity gave me that lens to see those things within. So it fueled my curiosity to dive deep every day, every time.
Thank you. So, from your perspective in the trenches, how do you believe that cybersecurity has evolved through time, say from 5 years ago till now? How has it evolved?
Just imagine 5 years ago what we had back then and what we have now. Back then we were worried about viruses and spams, but now we are always worrying about threat adversaries. Currently we have ransomware as groups and polymorphic malwares, and some malwares even right now there are malwares which are undetectable to advanced EDR systems as well. So those are not something will come, they're already here. So yeah.
So, you talked about malware. This is a modern attack. So, what should ordinary people like you and me watch out when in terms of recognizing these attacks?
System and do the harm. And nowadays the attackers don't need flash 0 days to attack the systems. Even I can remember the last week the Colonial Pipeline attack was started with a single leaked password. So we have to start from there.
So it seems like having secure passwords is the first step in maintaining security or like recognizing these attacks.
It is something where we can start basically, yes. So my first advice for the users is start with password manager, enable multi-factor authentication everywhere you can, and be mindful about the emails and messages which get you regarding which are in rush or are very emotional. Those are the places where users get compromised most of the time, because in the cybersecurity human is the weakest point. That is where attackers always target.
So you mentioned user authentication, and with that I think something we can talk about is intelligence, which is used not only in IT in various sectors around the world. So I just want to know what makes an attack intelligent and how does attackers use this intelligence?
AI is the present, and we are approaching we are approaching to where the quantum resilient post quantum security era, and in this era the RSA and ECC encryptions are obsolete, which can be breakable very easily. And after that uh, it comes a neuro machine intelligent interface security, so which we call neo security. In that also, that's the next phase that we have to prepare. So in the future, the cybersecurity is not just one area, it's come digital, biological, psychological, and also biological as well.
So, if you're talking about AI as a whole, like if you talk about the positives of AI in cybersecurity, how is AI strengthening cybersecurity defenses?
I always say AI in cybersecurity is like a fire, because it can either illuminate you or either burn you down to the ashes. AI can detect patterns that the humans can't catch, and also they can detect uh, the slow patterns which are lays in the logs.
So, that's incredible that we have a positive side of AI in cybersecurity, because when you normally talk of cybersecurity, people sort of have a negative idea. Now, if you talk about AI-driven attacks, so as you mentioned before, there are so many AI-driven attacks nowadays. So, what is an AI-driven attack, and what are those threats? I'm pretty sure there are. I mean, as cybersecurity expert, there must be threats where you've come across, and it keeps you up at night. So, what are some of these threats?
Yeah, I can give you pretty much very good examples as well. So the best thing which come to my mind is polymorphic malwares. So which, as I mentioned earlier, these malware can detect where they are. Like basically, if they are in a testing environment or a sandbox, they can detect, and they adapt their behavior based on the environment, and they stay low. And also they are very stealthy, and these malwares are the hardest malwares which are detectable to even very advanced EDRs right now we have. And also another thing is what I can mention is deep fake. So I can remember there's a scenario, there was a uh, demonstration which was company CEO's voice was mimicked by a deep fake technology, and the CFO, the company CFO, was almost via thousands of dollars to attacker's account. So this was demo, but these things happen. This is the future, and it's happening.
So, is there any way we can early detect these AI attacks?
Right now, there is no much. I mean, we right now with the current technologies we can't predict them, but as I mentioned earlier, AI is the current solution against the AI. Then the AI, these solutions should evolve to cognitive AI, which recognize the patterns of the AI and the user behavior, the attack behavior. It is not just recognizing the files which are malicious. It has to recognize the behavior pattern of the file, not just the file.
So it seems like AI in cybersecurity is currently such a new thing. So now it's for me, it's like a race against time. So would there be like a catch up? Would we be sort of playing catch up with these AI driven attacks, or will the defensive AI mechanisms be able to catch up?
The these AI, the challenges defensive and offensive, these are in a arms race which are in a loop. I don't see there is a end which defense will win, because the technology always evolve. The same technology can be used either for the offensive side and also for the defensive side as well. So I don't think it will end, but it will evolve, as I mentioned earlier, to the next stages with combine of quantum computing and neurosecurity. That's my belief.
Okay, so it's sort of like a continuous loop between
Of
offensive
course.
and defensive.
That's
So,
why it interests the cybersecurity field. It is a faster evolving technical field in the world, and there's no limit or of the evolution. It grows fast.
so now we were talking about AI-driven attacks and modern attacks. Now, if we shift focus to protection strategies, could you let us know what, as common individuals, how do we keep ourselves protected in this digital world?
First thing, start from the basics. Use of password manager. Use at least 12 characters of password with combination of simple, capital, and numbers and symbols. And be careful with the emails and messages that you get, which are in a rush. It feels like rush, or are very emotional. So be mindful with that.
Okay, so now if we talk about organizations, what key steps should organizations or business take in order to protect their businesses?
My advice is for the companies is adopt zero trust framework. Zero trust net framework is just because the certain device or the user are within their system or within their network, we cannot trust. Don't trust the network. Every action and every request should monitor, should authorize step by step. Then I would recommend adapt least privilege framework. The company has to build this least privilege framework. So least privilege is, it allows only the required privilege to do the certain task. Imagine there is a person who is a cleaner. Just imagine this cleaner is only be allowed to go to certain areas just to do the certain task and with the certain tools. Like that, the company is also same. If there is someone from certain department or certain team, they need only, they need authorizations and privileges just to do that task. That is we called least privilege.
So, talking to you, I feel like your enthusiasm, your passion for cybersecurity really comes through. So, for our listeners who want to pursue a career in cybersecurity, for someone who's starting out, where should they initially begin with, and what skills are most crucial in the cybersecurity field nowadays?
I would say for the beginners, what you need is curiosity and consistent. And what you need to do is start with basics. Learn about TCP, TCP/IP, how internet works, and Linux and scripting. Those are very crucial nowadays if you are coming to cybersecurity. And then once you learn those, start breaking things. Try Hack Me and Hack the Box, those kind of platforms. Those are for cybersecurity professionals to learn hacking and to break things and things. So just go first, learn the basics, and go to those platforms and try what you have learned. Then you will improve yourself eventually. Don't lose your curiosity and the consistent. Keep it your life.
So, as we wrap up, what is one advice you could give to everyone watching so that they can stay secure in this digital world? Like, what is one cybersecurity trend to look out for?
Watch for synthetic identity attacks. The fake humans which are created using AI to manipulate the users to do certain things like making payments or sensitive data kind of things. These are next frontier of the next attack which are coming in the future.
Isuru, thank you so much for your insights today. This has truly been an eye-opening and informative session. And to our listeners, thank you for tuning in to Cybersecurity Uncovered. Remember, being informed is the first step on feeling secured. So until next time, keep your passwords updated and your digital doors locked.